actually do want to record because I'm going to upload this. Okay. I just need to make sure I'm live. Okay, good evening, everybody. I know this is going to be a little bit different, so hold on, let me mute my stream real quick. Okay, so me and a friend of mine are going to start doing an online kind of web series analysis type deal. RWBY Volume 8 comes out November 7th, and it was created by Monty Ohm, but what a lot of people don't know is he did an online series called Dead Fantasy years ago. I think someone said it was like 2007, 2008 time frame. I'll get to dates, but so I kept seeing reaction videos where people did these a year ago when Dead Fantasy's been out for years, and I was watching a few of them, and no one's really doing it justice. Because people are like, oh yeah, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, but yet they're not calling out spell activations and other stuff like that, which is really getting to me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do my own reaction / breakdown of the Dead Fantasy series. Now, there are 6 parts to Dead Fantasy. It is a combination of Dead or Alive and Final Fantasy. So you'll see a lot of those characters. Now, on that note, I think it should be kind of Team Square Enix to, I think Team Ninja does the Ninja Gaiden series and Dead or Alive. I think they're two together because Ninja Gaiden characters do pop up throughout this. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say which ones. There are a couple characters I do not know their names of. Be advised. But without further ado, I'm going to do all 6. Now, there might be times where I have to track a couple of them down because I am pulling them directly from Monty's channel. For those of you who don't know, Monty Ohm sadly passed away February 1st, 2015. So, love you for everything you did, Monty. You've brought me some very, very happy moments, and you've brought me to tears more than once. I'm a little bit teary doing this right now, but without further ado, let's get into the action. Now, I understand my camera is in the lower corner, so you may or may not miss anything, but here we go. Dead Fantasy Part 1, go. I am also recording this because I do have a YouTube channel. It's not very active, but I am going to start uploading my web series with my friend Stealth Shirayuki. So here we go, intro. We see Yuna in her Final Fantasy X-2 outfit. Alright, we already see 2 other characters in the background. There is no dialogue for this, so me talking over it isn't really gonna matter. The music is gorgeous. Here we go, there's Kasumi. And I think it's Ayumi. Ayane, I think. Ayane. Kasumi and Ayane. I'm not expecting a lot of people to be in this stream right now. I am going to lower the in-game volume, or my video volume, a little bit. Here we have Riku, 10-2 Riku. Alright, now to even 2-2 fight. Battle go. I was a little bit premature on that, sorry. I will make a personal note that episode 2, 4, and 6 are my favorites. Then as we're watching these, you will see why they are my favorite. For those of you who don't know, Final Fantasy VIII started my Final Fantasy start into the franchise. Here's Hitomi from Dead or Alive. At first I thought she was Tina, but I was wrong. That is Hitomi. Now, I will say, my first web series is going to be kind of like a correlation between the Dead Fantasy series and the RWBY franchise. Only because after watching so much of RWBY and watching the Dead Fantasy series, there are characters from Dead Fantasy that inspired some of your favorite RWBY characters. And I'm not going to say which ones, but me and my friend Stel Shirayuki, we're going to spend about a week and a half doing research because I want to get all the character names right. I want to get everything as spot on as I can. Right now, our Final Fantasy girls are taking a little bit of a beating. I do root for Team Final Fantasy, and the odds are about to get even because here comes Advent Children Tifa to even the odds for the Final Fantasy girls. Alright, so to be continued. You can see all the materia that Tifa's rocking. I think I had Dead Fantasy 2's right here. Once again, directly from Monty's channel. We see the same awesome little Raven intro. I'm going to full screen it again for you guys. I'm keeping my mouse on the screen because there are some things I am going to point out in this fight because nobody else has. And that's what I was talking about. So here we go. Once again, we see this nice little volcano lava action going on. I really want to find out who Brian Tyler is. I'm pretty sure he helped Monty create this lovely series. Props to you, man. I'm sure you two were like insanely close. Kudos to you, man. Alright, here we go. Back up. Up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Alright, here we go. Tifa already going in, using that fire materia. And see, what I like different about my setups is a lot of people have them in the main picture, and then the video is tiny. What I like about mine is you get to see more of the action because my video is tiny, but yet I'm full screening the action, so you get to see all the nitty gritty of this fight. Here we go. Riku had those on her feet. On her feet, ladies and gentlemen. That's just fantastic. That's one of the few things no one points out. She puts the motherfuckers on her feet. And yes, I did bleep myself out. And all the leg action by Tifa. Yes. Get it, girl. Get it. And I love, like, the kind of break dancing action Riku just did. Here we go. Activating Sloga. Slows your entire enemy party. And Tifa taking full advantage of the slow. Time is resumed to normal. There you go. I think that's like her 1 million bullets ability from 10-2. Yeah. I think it's 1 million bullets. I think. Alright, here we go. Ayane up to some stealthy ninja shit right now. I'm going to sneak over here and grab another drink real quick. I do tend to talk a lot, therefore need to wet my whistle. Sorry, guys. Alright, here we go. Tifa taking a big hit to the back. Riku and Yuna trying to stop whatever Ayane's up to. I don't think they actually... No, they don't. Because that leads into some more shenanigans getting ready to happen a little bit later on. Ooh, big punch to the face by Tifa. Big punch. here we go. And we get the Charlie Angel leap off the building by our main Final Fantasy ladies. Yes, I call that Charlie's Angels dive because that's the only time I've ever seen that shit done. Well, by girls anyway, I should say. Alright, sliding down. Dead or Alive girls. Charlie's Angels leap off the building. Alright, here we go. Alright. Understand, I've seen the Dead or Alive videos a lot of times, and anytime someone tells me that they've watched a review but they've never seen Dead Fantasy, I do kind of force them to watch this just because of how amazing these fight sequences are, and even the graphics for how long ago this was. I don't even know how Monty put this together, but he is just a goddamn genius. Ooh. Yeah. Through all the concrete and brick. Alright, here we go. German suplex by Tifa. She goes through the damn thing. She is in that brick right there. No way of escaping. Here we go. Using materia for Ultima. Big explosions. Here we go, casting Heistaga on the Final Fantasy ladies. Super speed go for all the butt-kicking ass-kickery. I didn't realize I was double-standarding that. Sorry, guys. Woo! Go, Yuna! Big old punch from Tifa. And there's Rachel from the Ninja Gaiden series. Adding to the Dead or Alive ladies hero count to 4. I want to say that's Protect, probably. From Tifa. Alright. Rachel swinging in. Got some mana potions from Yuna. Gotta love those utility packs. Tackle by Yuna. Alright, Riku got the mana potions. Now Tifa's got them suckers. Alright, see one cracked open. And one thing no one points out, get some Drunken Master action going on by Tifa. Yeah, Drunken Master Tifa! Save from Yuna. Running on lava. Yeah, Tifa. Waka. Alright, here we go. Getting ready to go over the lava waterfall. Yes, there's Rinoa, my girl. Understand, this is not just any Rinoa. This is Sorceress Rinoa. Okay? Understand, I've played Final Fantasy VIII a shit-ton. The only time she has those wings is Sorceress mode. Now, notice at her hip is our main man Squall's gun blade. No one else points that shit out, okay? Not only does she have Valkyrie on her arm, but she has Squall's gun blade. That's massive. And she's like, oh no, ladies. I got this. Activating Valkyrie. Here we go. And Gunblade point. Now notice very much in the background you see that white streak. Enter Kairi from Kingdom Hearts. That's why I said I think this should be more Square Enix ish. Because Kingdom Hearts is like Final Fantasy mixed with Disney mixed with all sorts of shit. Rocking both of her Keyblades. And Rinoa using some awesome little ballet skills there. Just the grace that she has is just unparalleled. And I am trying to change things up on my Twitch channel. I stream a lot of stuff. Rinoa for the save. Here we go. This is what I'm saying by Sorceress Yuna. Every once in a while you'll see her eyes glow. And that is the sorceress part of her. Just threw them up in a tornado. Picking up some stuff. That's what I'm saying. This is Sorceress Rinoa. She couldn't do this stuff before she became a sorceress. That's the level of power she had. Everyone's like, oh, Rinoa is so useless. No, she ain't. Here we go, taking flight on those awesome wings of hers. The only thing I would have loved to have seen in this is if Angelo, her companion, popped up. Oh my god, thank you so much, Paprika Studios, for rating me right now. I'm doing something different right now. I'm doing like a breakdown analysis of the Dead Fantasy series, all 6 parts of it. We're on part 2 right now. Dead Fantasy is Dead or Alive girls going up against Final Fantasy characters. And here we go. Sorceress Rinoa going into full, like, ultimate power mode. And here we're going to see the girls get split up. Like I said, I've seen this. Yes, thank you. Okay. Like I said, this is what we're doing. Okay, so this series, if you know of the RWBY franchise... If you know the RWBY franchise, Monty Oum, the creator of RWBY, made Dead Fantasy. And this supersedes RWBY by quite a bit. And I am pulling these directly from Monty Oum's channel. Yes, Monty did have his own channel. Dead Fantasy 3, here we go. Alright. So your first characters you meet are Yuna, Kasumi, and Ayane, and Riku, and then you add in Tifa, and Hitomi, and then Rachel, and then Rinoa, and Kairi pop in. Now that's fine, Chibi, you go, girl. So this is the 3rd part of Dead Fantasy. This is a one-on-one battle between Tifa and Hitomi from Dead or Alive. Like I said earlier at the start of this video, Dead Fantasy came out in like 2008, 2009 time frame, well before RWBY did. And I wanted to do my own breakdown only because the ones I was seeing was not doing it proper justice. Like, people weren't calling out when, Tifa activated Sloga, slowing the Dead or Alive girls, or Heistaga, giving the girls the upper edge. She even used the materia for Ultima. And in that last sequence, Rinoa and Kairi pop in, and you just see Rinoa just breaking bad and just decimating stuff. The other neat thing is, Rinoa is wielding Squall's Gunblade, which I thought was epically cool the first time I saw this. So not only does she have her main weapon on her arm, but she also has Squall's Gunblade plus her sorceress powers. So Rinoa is like ultimate, like super kind of OP in this series. And here we go, the 2 pugilists of the group, Hitomi and Rinoa, slugging it out. Normally, I do stream video games and everything like that. Ooh, and yeah. Tifa, Hitomi. Alright, here we go. Dead Fantasy 3. And there you go. So you see Tifa having all of her materia in her arms and her legs. Just like super, super aggressive Tifa. Because that's what's going to give Tifa the edge, is she has materia. The Dead or Alive girls only have just themselves and everything they've trained for. There's a fire materia being activated. Some interesting things do happen in this video. I think some of it's coming up. Alright, Hitomi is temporarily blinded. She is bleeding. She did take a huge hit from Rinoa. Oh yes. Or not Rinoa, God, Tifa, I'm sorry. Okay, she can see just not too great at the moment. But you know, when you lose one senses, all the rest of them go into overdrive. We all know this. She's doing that Neo like, come on, bring it. Why is my shit getting all grainy? I do not want to have to reload my page. Hopefully it'll fix itself. If it's grainy on y'all's end, alright, there we go. One of her materia just popped out of her. Hitomi takes it, and now Hitomi's got a materia. Hold on, I'm gonna reload my Twitch page real quick. There might be a small interruption, guys. Or I'm reloading it on my end. Let me rephrase. I'm reloading it on my end because it's real grainy on my side. I don't think that's affecting y'all's quality. I just wanted to reboot my side because it was super grainy. Still didn't really fix it, but if it's anything grainy on your side, there we go. All right, fixed on my side. I just missed the. Oh, here we go. Punches all the materia at a Tifa. Yikes. Alright, there we got some ninjas in the background. Tifa clearly has taken a beating. We see blood all over Tifa right now. Her outfit is very much kind of in tatters at the moment. And this is where a lot of people clearly don't watch Dead or Alive. That is Helena. She runs a like genetics lab in Dead or Alive. And here we see her computer system recognizing that, yes, this is Helena. And in those cryo tubes are clones of Kasumi. I think she was the last Dead or Alive champion, and so they cloned her. For anyone who's actually watched the live-action Dead or Alive movie, it's not bad. But that was the whole point behind the Dead or Alive live-action movie. They're trying to take, like, the strongest warrior, clone their abilities, and make super soldiers, pretty much. So that's what we're seeing here. She's activating all of the Kasumi clones. And they will come into play in Dead Fantasy 4. Like I said, 2, 4, and 6 are my favorites. Here we go. Dead Fantasy 4 from Monty Ohm. Clearly you can see Monty Ohm right down here. I'm pulling these directly from his page. Dead Fantasy 4 is by far one of my favorites, only because I love Final Fantasy 8, and we get some great Final Fantasy 8 music rocking in this sucker. Here we see Kairi on a beach. I'm going to say this is a playback to Destiny Island, because that's where Kingdom Hearts all started. So definitely a playback to Kingdom Hearts. And this is not the last time we will see Kairi. She will make a reappearance in Dead Fantasy 6. But here we go. This is what's Fated Children. Here we go. Alright. Where is it? And this is how Final Fantasy 8 opens. You see the beach. You see the ocean. And then you hear that just glorious... Why am I here? Because. And yes, this is kind of how I trust her. This is how Final Fantasy VIII opens, but the words are completely different. It's all different imagery and stuff like that. Here we go. Yuna fighting Kasumi. And because. You remind me of someone. That I said goodbye to a long time ago. Now, if you don't pay close attention, you will miss something in like the next, I want to say, 30 to 45 seconds of the video. Maybe a minute and a half. But if you miss it, I will point it out. Alright, here we go. Like I said, the Kasumi clones are going to play a part. Even she looks shocked, like, what in the world? Dead Fantasy. What you missed is Cloud on his motorcycle from Advent Children was in that little snippet right there where it did Dead Fantasy 4. And here we go. Yuna going back to her Final Fantasy X roots. Summoner Yuna. And when you see staff in hand, and you know those classic summon poses, you know shit just got real. And Shiva comes in riding in on Ixion. How cool is that? Because lightning and electric are opposed in Final Fantasy. Same thing with fire too. Veil Force swooping in. Yes. Ifrit doing some damage. Ifrit does go down. Now the clones only take down the summons by sheer number. Here we go with Bahamut getting ready to use Mega Flare. Like I said, only by sheer numbers and self-destruct are they able to take down these summons. It's not an easy feat to take these suckers down by any stretch. And if you play Final Fantasy, you know it takes a lot to take these suckers down. It's not easy. And then you hear the Final Fantasy VIII music, just that opus. And as we reach the climax, summoner powers do go out, and in comes Cloud for the save. You can hear him getting kind of emotional. Like I said, these animations do bring back a lot of memories for me and stuff like that. You know, it's just really cool. It's not just the ladies. They're starting to incorporate some of the guys in this now, too. So. And she's like, yeah, I really don't want to have to mess with more than one of you. And so her and her clones vanish. It's like, oh, well. And what I think the words we're alluding to is that Yuna reminds Cloud of Aerith. Oh, I don't know if it's Aerith or Aeris. I don't know. But, alright. And then they ride off. Is it close? Okay. I will wait till the end of the video. Clearly Yuna is exhausted from all of that. Shit, I would be freaking too, man. Alright, Vision. Remember, we just got finished watching Tifa's fight. She was pretty banged up. Alright, not the end. Alright, so exit full screen. Dead Fantasy 5 right here. Alright, once again, pulling directly from our main man, Monty. Alright, once again, full screen. Here we go. We're gonna see a male, I don't want to say he's a ninja, but we're gonna see another Dead or Alive male show up, and I think he is related to Hitomi in some way, or there's a thing going on there. And when we get closer to the end of the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, the ninjas just showed up, and at the end of, you know, Dead Fantasy 3, we saw them kind of in the background. Trust. Like, there's all sorts of, like, little hints and Easter eggs to a lot of different things in the backgrounds that, like I said, all these other, you know, reaction videos, they're just reacting to the videos themselves. They're not doing analysis. They're not doing breakdown. They're not really getting into the, you know, the nitty-gritty of the videos. And as a true fan of Monty and his work and Final Fantasy and Dead or Alive and, you know, just all these awesome video game medias, and here we see Tifa. She's bleeding pretty bad. Here we go. Hitomi now has all of Tifa's materia. Jumps off the building. Whee! onto a train. I do have a cell phone game going as well. One of my games has an event going on, and I'm trying to get as far as I can. I only got like 15 hours left, and when the event ends, I'll be at work tomorrow, so I'm trying to get as far as I can tonight with it, so. Alright, jumps through the building. She's desperately trying to get away from these ninjas, like, you know. I'm not gonna lie, Tifa is an insane badass, but even I think she's aware, you know, in the video that she cannot take on this many guys. And you can clearly see she's being hacked up by these guys. Like, she's taking some hits. And, like I said earlier, me and my friend Stella Shirayuki, we're actually gonna do a buttload of research, and we're going to do a breakdown correlation between Dead Fantasy and the RWBY series, because I've said this once, I'll say it again, I'll say it a million damn times. I don't think RWBY would be what it is today without Dead Fantasy. There are characters from the Dead Fantasy series that directly inspired certain characters from RWBY. And Tifa just got shot full of arrows. And here, going back to the end of that Dead Fantasy 4 series, where Cloud got that vision of Tifa, here we see Tifa by the Buster Sword, one of those iconic Final Fantasy VII moments. Like I said, I'm trying to give everything justice at the moment. Like I said, I'm trying to multitask, and it's kind of working, kind of not. And you'll see lots of feathers playing throughout this, and those are like playback to Rinoa and her wings and the feathers. Once again, feather. That was a key element in Final Fantasy VIII. All the feathers. All the feathers. She's like, nope, I ain't going down yet. Here we go. Sword to the forehead. Tifa's clearly pissed off now. She's like, y'all done shot me full of arrows. It is payback time. She gets a sword in her hand now, too. Shit just hit the fan. Just got a sword through the arm. She's clearly starting to feel this now. Pulls that sucker out and still keeps on going. Technically, I know it defies the law of physics and gravity and reality and everything else that she can even swing a sword after all the muscle damage that just happened to her other arm. But, you know, it's a cool fight scene video. Clearly adrenaline lets you do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do, and clearly we're seeing that with just how balls to the wall Tifa here is being. Now, he did not kill Tifa. We do see her pass out. She's just unconscious. Because anyone who's never seen this before, like, we're freaking out. Like, oh my god, they killed Tifa. No, they did not kill Tifa. She is just unconscious at the moment. She's just unconscious, folks. She's not dead. Alright, here we have Hitomi running back in. That's why I said there's something with these two. Because she slaps him in the face. And I know why she slaps him. You're having a one-on-one battle with somebody, and he just shows up out of nowhere. Him and his ninjas take off after her. Take that defeat out of her hands. I'd be pissed too. I'd slap him in the face too. Like, what the hell, bro? And here once again we see Helena. Like I said, you know, they were trying to get data on some of the strongest fighters ever. So here we see Rinoa, or not, God, Tifa being abducted by Helena and her goon squad. Clearly she's happy that Hitomi got her hands on the materia. I don't know if that was the idea, but, you know, so, wait. Yes. Epic for me. Come down here. Come down here. You know, and he looks down and he sees Tifa's blood on his hands, and he's like, did I do a good thing? Did I do the right thing? Like, and now, here we go, we see Kasumi. She's trying to take down the rest of her clones. You know, and that was a lot of clones. It was a lot of them. There had to have been at least 30 or 40 of these motherfuckers, too. So it's like, you know. And Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden for the save. Like I said, the guys are going to start playing a little bit bigger role in this, clearly. You know, she's clearly worn out and exhausted. I do not know who the other ninja chick is. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know everybody's name. I know 90% of them. Like, she's the only person I don't know. And here she's like, okay, what in the hell just happened? We get, like, this flash sequence of, like, all the other Dead Fantasies before, which is a shitty way to watch it. So, alright. Everyone disappears. Okay, we still have some video left. Okay, 8 minutes and 12 seconds long. I think that's the end of it. Maybe? Nope, here we go. There's more to this. I knew there was more to this. And there you see the helicopter that has Tifa going into the city. Here we go. Yeah, to be continued. Okay. So now we're getting into the last of the Dead Fantasies. Here we go. No. Nope. Hold on. I gotta find Dead Fantasy 6. Where is it? 6666666. Hold on. I know it's on his channel. Hold on. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get this sucker. Where is it? 666. Okay, maybe he did not put 6 on his channel. Okay, hold on. Dead Fantasy 6. Hold on. Dead Fantasy 6. Sorry, I could not. Okay, UE Monty. Okay, here we go. I couldn't find it from his actual channel. I do apologize, everyone. Like I said, Dead Fantasy 4 is not the last we'll see of Kairi. Here we see her again. Hi, Kairi. Love you, Kairi. I know I heard someone mention the other ninja girl's name in a different reaction video. I just don't remember what they said her name was. So that's partially, like, bad on my side. Excuse me. I did not mean to belch. Yeah, this video kind of, like, goes out and goes in and goes out and goes in. Here we go. Alright, we just saw... Alright, so we're back with Ryu and the other chick. They're going up against Kairi. And I'm going to say Kairi, not Kairi. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Those white boots and that white outfit. Once again, another feather from our leading lady, Ranella. Alright. Petals go a-flying. And here we see that blonde hair from her Nobody nominee. And she is a tiny little powerhouse of awesome sauce, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I know you don't hear awesome sauce a lot, but I love using that word. And there we go. I think that's the Oblivion Keyblade, if I remember correctly. I don't know all the Keyblade names, so forgive me if I butcher one or don't say it right. And we're going to see something here in a minute. I'm going to say this is like an homage to Cloud's Omni Slash, only because we see the circling swords. And it literally does remind, like, she doesn't use the Keyblades, but it's like an Omni Slash like, homage to Omni Slash. And this really isn't a long video either. Here we go. She throws Oblivion into the air. Hayabusa for the save. Keyblade melts into the ground. And one of my favorite, Vincent Valentine from Seven, making his appearance. Oh yes. Our favorite vampire, or not our favorite vampire, one of our favorite vampires. And sadly, this is where it ends. I'm gonna pause that because that's one of the other ones I did. He didn't do, so that is, sorry, I'll get my WoW stuff out of the way. So that is my reaction / breakdown of Dead Fantasy. And I did play them all through their entirety. I did not stop them early or anything like that. Like I said, I wasn't happy with the reactions that I saw. Like I said, no one gave them justice. When you watch all 6, it's about 38 minutes long, and this stream is going for about 41 minutes. And I did record this, like I said, I do have a YouTube channel. I don't use it very often, but I may start uploading more videos to it. Only because I would like to see it take off, but if it doesn't, no well. It's still kind of early. I might, let me go into my, Twitch settings and switch it over from what I was just doing. We're gonna go ahead and take that out. It's Sunday. Yeah, we'll go play some Smite. We'll do Smite Sunday. Why not? I'm not gonna play too many rounds of Smite, only because I do have work in the morning. I'm gonna click that, close that, open that. I said open. Alright, cool. And once we're back up, okay, there we go. I do gotta do a couple of things. Paprika Studios artwork, her lovely version of Yuna. We're gonna come back into my sources. I'm going to delete my display capture. Goodbye, display capture. Alright, so opening up my Steam. Yeah, actually, let me go back to my controls. I do want to